Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 8 of Let's Play The Outer Worlds. In the last part, we went and met with Adelaide, and we essentially told her what was what. That power was going to turn off, and that Mr. Thompson had told us to do so. And in the long story short, she was trying to persuade us to do it to Edgewater. Now, I may be an asshole, I may be a rogue, but she's not going to pay me. He is. So, from Spacer's Choice. Mr. Braden, this letter serves as an informal notification of our company's displeasure towards your management of the Emerald Glade geothermal plant, for reasons relating to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Fail to schedule your official reprimand, result in official reprimand. The Spacer's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right but a privilege. Emerald Vale geothermal plant. To Spacer's Choice. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and power output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing cannery departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Regards, Juno Braden, Manager. Alright, another one. No need for a reprimand. Mr. Braden, we have investigated the claims made against the profitability of the Greater Emerald Vale region. Our office agreed with you. Agriculture and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our officers are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a Spacer's courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineers specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto-mechanicals free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, it sounds like Spacer's Choice decided to get rid of this guy permanently. Not that I would really blame them. He seems to be a bit of a knobhead. Right. Alright, so that's a geothermal master controls down there. I'm going to explore downstairs first a little bit. Right, I can hear one of the enemies. Little bugger. This is what happens when you're good at lockpicking. You get everywhere. Corrupted logic key. Ah, yes, that is what we needed for, what's his face. Alright, so they're in there.
Great work.
Assault rifle. Right. Geothermal security officer, let's unlock the door. Enter password. Password accepted. Welcome, R. Thompson. Personnel file. Personal log 079. From S. Tachanka, Chief of Security. Chester Higgins again. That hullhead. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Personal log 87. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with auto-mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up a chief of security with no staff, just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto-mechanical never will. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Personal log 98. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. We'll delete this entry if I ever return. Automated message 006. Greetings, security Chief S. Tatanka. This is automated message initiated by Spacer's choice worker safety and contingency protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engaged by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with ice-cold bottle of Zero-G Brew. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what it ails you. Bloody... I love these puns. These are the type of puns I can get behind. Right. At least 2. Right. I'd say that works out pretty well, that one. Right. Let's see, there's at least another... Okay. They must all be in the next room as well. They are, yeah.
Unexpected.
He saw me a little bit too quickly there. The 2 sentries are a bit too close. I do not know what this does, but okay.
Here we go.
Oh shit, I thought I killed the first one. I thought he was dead. Apparently, I fucked up on that one. I do not know what I've done there, but I'm assuming that's not going to be great. Ah well, Alex sees a button, he presses it. I mean, that's just common sense. We're going to be rich before we leave Emerald Vale, which is definitely what I'm hoping to do.
Go away, Phantom!
Someone's still alive down here.
You're not real. You're not real. No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
I wasn't trying to startle you, but people don't see me coming.
Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're eating sprats.
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
I'll just be on my way. I'd kill him, but it makes no sense. Even, like, there is no logical reason for me to do so. You know what, though? I am curious why he's down here.
What's eating you?
What does he do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Right, was that before or after you became a cyst pig high tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Cysty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
What happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
You've been down here alone this whole time. How did you not starve?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats.
Braised. Boiled. Charred. Skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Oh, you can help me and I won't feed you to the sprats. Your call.
Ironic deaths are the worst. You made your point. I'll help you. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of the logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
I'll at least excuse myself. Yep, we're gonna leave him down here. No sense in killing him. He'll die soon enough. And I don't see why I should be at fault for his death. So I wonder where this goes.
Nicely done. Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
I'll just climb.
Processing.
Alright, maybe I won't. Got a better idea.
Got it. Heads down.
So where... You know what? Let's go and try and see if we can edit those logic modules. Gonna see if we can edit. If we can edit them and they'll kill each other, it should save me some time. Modify behavior. Select new mode. Error. Occupant Council feels to be mandated to remain in guard mode. Any attempt to alter the setting is punishable by company law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. See Higgins. Please see your supervisor to schedule a reprimand. Select your target. Ultimate Castle facilities have been mandated into target intruders. Any attempt to alter this punishable by law. Define intruders. All persons or not entities not identified as space of choice, property of space of choice. Would you like to modify the definition? Define intruders as space of choice automechanicals. Modified definition successfully. Forward to security. Please allow a time to process and remove all recently defined intruders. There we go. Sweet. Gonna save me some time. Ooh. We haven't been up here yet. So let's have a quick little look around. Oh, bastard. Yeah, so we have been here before, like in that room. We just haven't been up here. Yeah, so now we need to go that way. For the most part, they should take each other out pretty quickly. Shouldn't leave me waiting for long. I think I'm gonna just ignore stealth for now and just, you know, go in balls to the wall.
Sister.
Sometimes stealth isn't necessary. Okay, so even the green shit's not good for us. Shut off the steam valves. There we go. Alright. Ah, there's a chest here. Spacer's choice. Found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial. During adventures, things happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. Drug addiction. Taking as many drugs as you have turned you into an addict, making you suffer withdrawal if you go too long without another. I'm going to reject that. I'm not really okay with drug addiction. I'm glad I can choose flaws, but drug addiction is one thing I was trying to stay away from. And I didn't realize Adreno. Yeah, that does sound like it would be a problem, doesn't it? I don't think there's anything less, like, safer, so for now I'll just have to reject being a drug addict. Okay. I didn't think there was anyone left. That was... Well, like I said, I was going to kill them anyway. I was going to just charge in anyway, but it'd been nice to know if there was people left. Alright, so we looked in here from... We looked in here from somewhere. From over there. Yeah. I do not know what we did there, but we did it. Right, so this area is clear. And currently looted, so that's good. Let's go back upstairs. So this brings us back to, yep, I know where we are. Alright. That right. Just making sure everything's been looked at. Good. Right. Let's get back to what we were doing. All of the mechanicals should have dealt with themselves. There we go, clear all that. Let's sell some stuff. Stealth skills and dodge in heavy armor. Oh, that looks fucking mint as well. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go with heavy. I mean, heavy armor doesn't make the most sense, but if it offers the skills that I'm wanting, there's no reason for me to say no. Right. All we have to do now is turn the geothermal power to Edgewater.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Read it. Plant status. Plant status. This access report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Emerald Vale Juniper Plant operate 22% efficiency. Powers are currently being distributed to Edgewater, Saltuna Cannery, and Botanical Lab. Warning: structural damage detected. Please notify your designated superior. Redirect power. Warning: safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning: redirected power to is an irreversible procedure. Error: power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Ah, so that's what I must have been doing. Right, let's quickly go do that.
That's the last.
Right, let's make sure we're fully reloaded. Gotta make sure we're doing good.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I know exactly what I'm about to do, Pavati.
If you're sure. I had to ask.
Redirect power. Redirect power is an variable source. Continue. Master control terminal. Emerald Vale Jumbo plant. Yep. Redirect. Yep. Edgewater. Power successfully redirected to Edgewater. Botanical laboratory power regulator is now safe to remove. Edgewater Saltina Cannery power regulator is now operating at optimal efficiency. Warning! Additional structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detected in botanical laboratory. Notice blatant disregard of space charge property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated superior for an immediate reprimand. Thank you for using Spacer's Choice. Alright, now come on, let's go nick that. Let's go take our power supply. And knowing my luck, we're going to have to take it by force. Alright, off we go. Well, Adele's going to be very upset with us. But I'm sure she'll understand that I did this for selfish reasons and that I do not give a fuck about her opinion. And I'd say I have a good list of weapons and some badass armor now. Which I can upgrade I can't upgrade it as much, but I can upgrade it. So I'm thinking oh, it minuses 5 to stealth skills. I thought that was a +5. Right, yeah, fuck that armor then. I'm a sneaky motherfucker, that's my thing. I'm a sneaky motherfucker who sometimes is a bit too rash, but still a sneaky motherfucker nonetheless. Let's go get ourselves to Adelaide and see what she has to say. Doesn't look good.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I don't know you in an explanation.
You know what? You're right. The Eternal made you a loathsome reptile, and it is not in my power to change the color of your scales. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Enough talk. I have no interest in doing that. Yoink. Right, let's tell these twats to go back.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
And you're lucky this camp is full of idiots.
They're not idiots, they're just trusting. I got away with replacing the odd water filter or battery, but I can't keep this charade up. Time's come for me to learn my craft. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Well, today's your lucky day, Thomas. Oh, wait, no, I expect a fair price for my trouble.
I'll pay you for every pad you bring me. If, by some miracle, you can bring me the full set, I'll give you something pretty I've been saving for a lucky day.
Well, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of the day pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, found in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. One data pad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all 3.
I'll let you know for finding others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
And you won't survive with pirates. Time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
So don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
I'll leave Adelaide behind then. Edgewater needs you.
Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days.
I'm sure. You're better off in Edgewater. Let Adelaide stay here.
I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. You okay with this, Grace?
Zoe's still out there. Don't much care to leave her unaccounted. If you find her, could you let me know? We'll be waiting in Edgewater.
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes. If you run into Reed, you tell him we're coming back, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Take care. Good deserters. I can't ask for more obedient deserters. Is there anything here I didn't loot when I was here? Take that.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Was so pretty, let's be honest. All this is gonna die, just as it did before. It's not really my problem. I'm just here to see if there's anything I can loot. Because at this point, who needs to give a shit about what they care to say? I'd kill Adelaide, but it doesn't make sense for me to do so. Ah yes, doors are sealed because I cut the power off. Oopsie. Right. So I still have the quest to find all those books. Yeah. Apparently there's one in the geothermal power plant I missed. Looks like we're going back to the power plant, ladies and gentlemen, because I mean, to be fair, he was very easy to persuade to let leave, so why not? I mean, I could just get myself off this planet, but I'm not the nicest of guys, but I guess I'll consider it a condition for him going back without having to kill him. I guess I find myself, you know, wanting to help him, even if it's a little bit. I'm nice like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm nice like that. So oh shit. I'm gonna get us to the. I'm gonna get us inside and see where it is, and that's when I think I'm gonna end the part. So at least that way we're a little bit closer to the end, or closer to the item I need. You know what? Fuck it. It's only 97 meters away. Let's just grab it and then I'll end the part. So this means I've missed some loot, which is never... Well, I did miss some loot, because apparently I never came in here. Borrowed a copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3 and it's something to read down the pit. Much obliged. C. Higgins. Oh, C. Higgins has it. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I think I will end this part just here because we're going to have to go talk to him. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next part. See you guys then.